Suddenly was my intention to get you up and moving this morning in that particular way. Let me say good morning to one and all, wherever you're at, whatever you're up to. Thanks for making, of course, K105 your choice. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Friday. Yeah, it's actually the second Friday in the month of April. Last Friday, we were just actually introducing the month, and it's actually the second one for the month. So good morning and welcome to Good Morning Grenada. Good morning to my viewers via GBN TV. How are you this morning? Those of you via social media, good morning to you. YouTube, Facebook, good morning. Don't forget, if you via Facebook, share the live. All the best for this Friday morning. And we due for a short break. When we come back, we get into full force with a Good Morning Grenada here on K105. Should be making another link with Gary via Hot 98 when we come back. Stay locked on. Don't touch your dial.
When we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah, boy. Now, as I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah, man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based.
Web-based?
Yes. You access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone, right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how am I doing that and I can't find it?
Okay, watch. All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right, you can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
Right, so you click on those three dots, right, or your web browser setting, and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy.
Well, thank you. Now I could help Auntie June because she was having the same problem too.
The Nawasa app, versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. So Auntie June won't always have to install update. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
After, all the activities yesterday at the National Stadium, everybody is in that kind of energetic mood this morning. So am I. For some reason or the other. What could I blame it on? The kind of thing you just to, right? Anyway, good morning. Let me go over to my bro via Hot 98 and say good morning to Gary. Gary, good morning, my brother. How are you this morning? Hope you're doing good.
What's up, folks?
Yeah.
What's up, GT?
I'm doing good. A little bit of echo from your side there. I hope you could eliminate that before we proceed this morning. Hey, we live here on K105, GBN TV, also live via Hot 98. And it's Good Morning Grenada for Friday, the 8th day of April. Hey, Gary, tell me, we good to go?
I think so.
Oh, well, still a little echo for some reason or the other. Anyway, we're getting set to move on this morning. Don't forget, we got lots in store for you. We have the word of the day. Yeah, we good to go. We got the word of the day. We got the thought of the day. We got your Did You Know segment. We got the riddle and a whole lot of information to try to do this morning. Yeah, let's get set to roll. Let's get into with the word of the day this morning as we move on this morning. We just want to get everything out of the way this morning because we got so much to do. Go right ahead.
All right, so we're going to jump inside. Still cool. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so the word of the day, let's jump straight into it, man. Let me just get my information here. Druthers. It is spelled Druthers. It's a noun. And, of course, druthers refers to a free choice of reference or preference. It is often used in the phrase, if one had one's druthers. All right? If I had my druthers, I'd be relaxing at the beach this weekend instead of remodeling my kitchen. Your word of the day druthers.
All right. What if you had your druthers, Gary? What you'll be doing this Friday morning? Tell me.
I don't know, boy.
You probably be out. You probably be out drugging. Yeah.
I'll probably not. What's that?
You probably will be out drugging. I understand that. Hey, let's move on this morning. Let's get set for the thought of the day this morning. Let's see what the thought of the day actually says this morning. And I got a little bit of confusion in my thought this morning. Let me get it. Okay, I think I got it right now. Now, here's the thought of the day for today. Don't wait for people to be kind. Show them how. Think about that. Don't wait for people to be kind. Show them how.
Yeah, man.
It's as simple as I think that quote actually speaks for itself. Speaks for itself.
Yeah, self-explanatory.
Yeah. You don't wait for people to, sometimes.
You ever know some people say, I don't like that boy, no, I don't like that girl, no. She this and she that, she don't nice.
Yeah,
she mean.
But you could just do the opposite of what they were saying, and it will just make life a whole lot easier for you. So that it may not make life easier for them, but it may just make life easier for you. Show them how to be kind. Show them how to, you don't do as they are doing.
Kill them with kindness.
Oh man, that's the way to say it. That's the way to
Kill
say
them with kindness all the time.
Hey, we're moving on this morning. We're moving on. We're just around, make that 26 minutes moving out before the top of the hour. Let's get set for a health tip this morning. And a health tip come to the kind compliments of Mitchell's Health and Wellness Pharmacy, where your family's health is our business. Tell us about the health tip this morning, Gary. Go right through.
Health tip this morning has to do with a very important mineral.
Yeah.
It's called zinc. All right? Small little word that does so much. All right? So make sure you include zinc in your diet. Now, the importance of zinc in your diet, zinc plays a major role in immunity, protein synthesis, wound healing, DNA synthesis, and cell division. Now, zinc is one of the minerals naturally present in food and can be added externally. It can also be consumed as a dietary supplement. Zinc plays a major role in immunity, protein synthesis, wound healing, like I said earlier on, DNA synthesis, and cell division. In addition to those benefits, zinc also helps in control or in normal growth and development during pregnancy, childhood, and adolescence. It also helps to improve the taste and smell. It is advisable to consume more zinc to avoid complications, my friends. What do you say? Get your zinc today, man.
Yeah, man. Yes.
Zinc up.
Yes. Shout out on some more zinc that you did. And it was part of during the hype of COVID, they were saying, get that zinc,
get
as much
zinc.
zinc in, get as much as you possibly can. Will certainly help a whole lot in the fight against it. And we're getting set for Did You Know segment this morning. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Probably there are folks who may know this, but probably folks may be finding this out for the very first time. A duck can't walk without bobbing its head. I have certainly noticed that, Gary, because you ever notice ducks, walking, and they always seem to be doing that. You understand?
Yeah. They always seem to be bobbing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have noticed that. So I think that's something I knew. Something I knew there. So interesting, though, because there are probably some folks out there who are probably finding this out for the very first time this morning.
But it's like, I never thought about it.
Yeah.
I never thought, hey, what if this duck
had a head problem?
Was to walk with its neck straight. How would it function? Because it seems like it's always bobbing.
Yeah. Is it because of the web? Is it because of the web feet? You think that could be? You don't think so?
All I know is that ducks can't walk without bobbing the neck.
Well, I'm just trying to find a reason. I mean, because with the web feet, I guess that's how they move, and I guess that the traction and stuff that so it could cause that little bit of swing. Because if you take, for instance, you watch a diver wearing those fins, it sort of creates the same movement as a duck. Have you ever paid attention to that? You ever see someone walking on the beach with fins in it?
Well, I know the fins.
Because of the length of it and so forth, you understand.
Yeah.
But
looks like a duck's fin, eh?
Exactly. And sometimes you see someone walking and it kind of creates that same You understand? Probably never paid attention to it, but one of these days you see somebody and you probably could pay attention to that. Anyway, let's move on this morning. Let's take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we're gonna have for you the riddle. We want folks to get up for that. So when we come back, we're gonna hit them with the riddle. Let's take a short break. We're coming right back. It's Good Morning Grenada here on K105 Hot 98.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Join GBN on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. for Interesting Grenadians, a program that showcases the lives of interesting and outstanding Grenadians at home and abroad. It's Interesting Grenadians every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on GBN. Don't you miss it.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
It's Friday, end of the week, so you know we're in kind of a mood. Here's the Black Stallion. We get to take it out for a wee bit as we head back inside with Good Morning Grenada. We're back live via GBN TV. We're also going to make that link with my bro back at Hot 98 on a Friday morning. Gary, we ready for the riddle for this morning? I'm certainly ready to throw it out this morning.
It's almost impossible or hard to believe that today's Friday already, isn't it?
Yeah, I would just imagine like the second Friday in the month of April already. Yeah? It's like April just started, a couple of days ago. And we already touching the second Friday within the month already. Imagine that, man. Time flies.
Feels like Monday was yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, last Friday, it was the first day of the month. And it was a Friday. Now we have the second Friday in the month already. You understand?
Time sure flies, man.
Time fly. Time is on the move. Time is on the move. Anyway, let's get set for the riddle this morning. And the riddle comes to compliments of kind folks at the computer store located for you, Spiceland Mall in Grand Anse. There's also a sub-outlet at True Blue. And you know the drill, folks. I'm assuming folks has figured out the drill, how we do this. Be the first to answer the riddle this morning. And you can win yourself a brand new Skull Candy headset. Compliments the folks at the computer store. Is there a winner for the second?
Second.
All right.
To answer the riddle and win yourself a packet of diapers.
Yeah. It happens.
With a packet of diapers, all courtesy of Sleepy diapers, the all new, all natural, all organic, 100% cotton and bamboo fiber.
All right. Now, folks are already viewing the riddle via GBN TV. So those of you who are looking at the TV, you're probably seeing the riddle there. It's up.
Write it on quick because this one is gonna really.
Yeah. Take a picture if you have your phone. Take a picture of the riddle and
it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt your brain today.
Yeah. It's Friday.
This one is gonna hurt your brain.
It's Friday, so we sort of freeing up a little bit, but we still making it a little bit impossible for folks to decipher this one. I assume there's so much bright folks over there. Anyway, now here's the riddle. Gary, you hit up the riddle this morning. Go right ahead with it.
Two brothers are twins, and born on the same day. One day a man asked them their age. One of them says, I am 20. And the other twin says, I am 22. How is this possible? All right. So y'all think about it. It's up on the TV. And, let's see what answers you come up with this morning, okay? Think hard.
Let me see if there's any smarty pants out there. Gary, I'm seeing folks already popping answers up via the WhatsApp. Wow. Interesting.
Remember now, to participate and to successfully win any of the prizes, your voice note must be accompanied with a picture of the young one.
Yeah.
All right? In the household. How about that?
All right. I'm seeing some interesting answers, Gary. I don't even want to say it right now. When we come back during the second segment of Good Morning Grenada, we're going to throw the answers out. Folks seem to be, there's some smart folks out there. Yeah, I'm not even going to give hints, but there's some smart folks out there. It's moving up to 15 minutes before the top of the hour this morning. Time check comes to compliments Grace Food. It's time for the AM edition of news here on the K105 and Hot 98. There will be a rebroadcast of last evening's news on... What they news last evening? We had the intercall and stuff going on. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if they were news. I didn't pay much attention to it. But anyway, either ways, it was man. Anyway, we're moving on, folks. We're coming right back. When we come back during the second segment this morning, we'll give the answer and see who's that lucky youngster is going to be. All right, we're coming right back. News is next.
The return of the Intercall Games was marked with a special occasion, the first of its kind on the new title sponsors Republic Bank. Braving the inclement weather was World Javelin champion Anderson Peters, leading the charge to kickstart the special edition of the Intercollegiate School Games. Jared Joseph was on the streets this morning and has tonight's top story.
World Javelin champion Anderson Peters had the honor of starting the first leg of the torch relay, which began official proceedings for the 2022 Republic Bank Intercall Games. The Intercall Games has been off the sporting calendar for the past 2 years due to the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, leaving athletes and students without their premier track and field meet. Anderson, who is the brand ambassador for Republic Bank, was the outrider for the torch relay, departing from the bank's Melville Street branch, moving on to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Peters was joined by a female employee of Republic Bank en route to the stadium despite the inclement weather. GBN spoke to the world champion as he finished his first leg of the relay.
As you know, this is the 2022 Republic Bank Intercall Games. First Intercall Games in a few years, so I know everybody's excited to see the athletes come out and put on a show. Me being Intercall champion a few times, I'm excited to see what the athletes can do, because I know they've been training for a few years, so I'm excited to see what they can do.
Prior to the handover of the torch to a female athlete of the J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary School, Anderson told GBN that he was not daunted by the inclement weather.
When I started as an athlete, that is something that we have to deal with all the time. If you go to a meet and competition already started and the rain starts falling, then there's nothing you can do that in the weather. So these are things that I'm accustomed to. Like previous year, last year, that the weather, you never know what the weather is going to do, so you just have to be prepared. Rain, sun, thunder, lightning, once the event starts, it's going to happen.
The torch was carried for one lap around the stadium by various athletes before leading into the opening ceremony of the 2022 Republic Bank Intercall Games. I am Jared Joseph for GBN News.
Moving now to other news, countries around the world are sanctioning Russia for its invasion of Ukraine. In Grenada, outspoken lawyer Anselm Clouden has one concern: the country's oil and gas, and he wants government to provide an update on the matter. Rena Perry-Thomas reports.
Maritime lawyer Anselm Clouden says government should update the public on the status of Grenada's oil and gas arrangement with Russia company Global Petroleum Group, GPG. In March 2018, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell announced that exploration of Grenada's marine space by GPG and testing conducted by the relevant authorities in the international oil and gas sector had confirmed the presence of oil and gas. In April of the same year, the Trinidad and Tobago National Gas Company announced it had finalized a commercial agreement with Global Petroleum Group, which provides for Trinidad and Tobago to have the first option to buy Grenada's natural gas. Clouden says the Grenadian public has a right to know the latest development on the matter, especially now that Russia is being sanctioned by many countries across the world.
We want to know whether these contracts are still alive or they're dead. Because if things continue with all the sanctions and the stuff going on and the shortages that will come on the market, I don't think the Russians could come into the Western Hemisphere right like here and develop any of the resources. The European Union, England, America, nobody would stand for that.
The lawyer explained that as one of the lawyers involved in the maritime boundary agreement between Grenada and Trinidad and Tobago, he knows Grenada had a better option in drilling for oil and gas.
As a maritime lawyer myself and someone who had gone with the delegation to Trinidad and brought about the boundary, it's very important because we had an addendum to the treaty that we should and we could involve Trinidad and do a joint venture with Trinidad and exploit not only block. Trinidad had the rig on block 22. They could come on block 21 because we are entitled to 1/3 of that block. So we are going to give Trinidad the right to put a rig on that too, and we get royalties. But they go on and do the thing with the Russians.
In an interview with the media personalities last year, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says despite considerable oil and gas deposit found in 2 wells that were drilled, it was not enough.
But these 2 wells, you can't carry a business over a long period. These guys are investing hundreds of millions of US dollars. They have to have 5-6 wells to move. At this point, I am not very hopeful that you will see a serious investor starting to drill again immediately until he's satisfied that the output of his investment would be in his interest.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
One of the prominent union leaders in the public service has called on citizens to protect their pension benefits like guard dogs, while noting the fight which led to an ultimate victory. Jared Joseph has the details.
They just love us conveniently for our votes. That's what they love us for. When it comes to enjoying the benefits as workers, they don't love us.
GUT President Jude Bartholomew believes if the government of Grenada loves its employees, then the pension restoration matter should not have been taken to court. Bartholomew called upon Imani trainees, traffic wardens and other such workers to ensure they gain a permanent position to enjoy the benefits of a pension plan.
So don't allow the government of Grenada to use you and for election purposes and have this continuous trend of keeping you permanently temporary for a long period of time and come and mama guy you and tell you about pension. Because they know you're not eligible for pension. You don't have a permanent job.
The GUT president notes the gift given to the nation by the public sector unions was initially enshrined in the Constitution under the pension laws.
Something that was unceremoniously robbed by politicians. They took it away. This pension was in the Constitution of Grenada. We didn't have to fight for it. We shouldn't have to fight for it.
The union leader claims pension benefits were stolen by the politicians, with government seemingly against the matter being taken to court.
If it wasn't in the Constitution of Grenada, pension, dog it to our supper here today. Democracy rules, people's power in this country, and that's what happened. The court speaks.
Attorney General Dia Forrester, during the weekly post-cabinet briefing, maintains that government has not yet made a decision about appealing the judgment, pointing out the 42-day period from the date of the judgment in which they can do so.
The government at present continues to be in the process of analyzing the full implications of the decision from several perspectives, in particular the financial implications and media and ways in which to address and provide for that expenditure.
I am Jared Joseph for GBN News.
Form 3 student Tyler Smith is closer to obtaining a prosthetic leg. However, he still needs your help. Christina John brings you the latest update on Tyler's progress.
It's been a long time since we did an update following up on what has been taking place with him pertaining to him getting a prosthetic leg. No, Tyler had made many visits to the doctor and he has an update for us today as what's taking place with him going forward. So Tyler, tell us, since our last conversation, what has happened with you?
Everything been going good. They already start to take my measurements, my height. They start to make the piece for the top. I'm just waiting for they tell me when to come.
Now, Glenn Alexander, a teacher at the J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary School and a mentor, is very influential in Tyler Smith's life development and in him achieving a bit more comfort in obtaining the right prosthetic leg. Tyler started wearing a prosthetic leg from the age of 5. However, he says it's not the most comfortable alternative.
Very hard to walk in, sometimes it hurt. Sometimes I don't take it out. Sometimes I get corn on my foot. So I walk with a clutch. My clutch is hard to walk into, it hurt my arm.
Alexander told GBN Tyler would have to travel to St. Lucia in order to get further medical attention. This, however, would need financing.
What happened thus far is that the organization based in the USA, they were here. The measurements for Tyler's prosthetic leg was taken, and we know that they went back to do some work with SAME. We were also told that he will have to travel up to the USA, but recently we got the news that they will be down in St. Lucia. What I do know is that regardless of whether it is USA or St. Lucia, we have to raise some funds for the travel part of it.
Alexander speaks of plans to feature Tyler in action in the sport that he dreams to become a professional at, football.
I know at school we hopefully during the month of May and the invitation is open out there for persons of physical disability as Tyler who may have the interest in football. We are thinking of doing a little festival to feature Tyler. But the important part of it, or the interesting part of it, we would want able-bodied persons to take the opportunity to hop on one leg and to try to kick a ball versus Tyler. So that is an interesting thing to come soon.
Christina John, GBN News.
This is News at 7. Coming up, Caribbean Congress of Labour and Caribbean Employers Confederation tackle gender-based violence. Stay with us.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Wednesday saw the virtual launch of the joint regional effort between the Caribbean Employers Confederation and the Caribbean Congress of Labour under the Spotlight Initiative. Let's hear more in this Christina John report.
A news conference between the Caribbean Employers Confederation and the Caribbean Congress of Labour focused on strengthening regional cooperation to prevent and respond to gender-based violence at the workplace. President of the CCL, Andrew Lewis, noted that if the trade union movement is to improve operations in the interest of its members, then its representation must extend beyond securing decent wages and other traditional benefits. Lewis added that the leadership of the movement must demonstrate by example its commitment to eradicating all forms of violence against women and girls, noting that the leadership of the movement is predominantly male and so must make their position clear as allies.
We must recognize a woman's right to a safe working environment as a fundamental human right. I want to repeat this. Additionally, we must recognize a woman's right to a safe working environment as a fundamental human right. There can be no compromise on this position. Whatever policy we develop must embody this principle, and it must be clear and evident to anyone who reads the document.
Lewis highlighted what they expect as the outcome of this.
Be able to get at the different national levels legislations that can help address some of those issues. There's absolutely no doubt that in a number of our territories, we do not have sexual harassment and those sort of legislation.
He adds that their intent through this program is to lessen the need to use these legislation when they come into force. However, with the legislation in place, he says it will provide some confidence to women and girls and other victims of violence. From the labor union's perspective, it will be to educate shop stewards as well as key contacts at workplaces to become champions. Lars Johansson, president of the Caribbean Employers Confederation, explained the importance of this initiative at this time.
Convention 190 establishes then a common framework for preventing and addressing and eliminating this devastating phenomenon. It constitutes a formal commitment from the international community towards achieving a right of everyone to a world of work free from violence and harassment, including gender-based violence and harassment.
Christelina John, GBN News.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
During these times, we are facing the same obstacles, changes, and no rules to get through it. We had to find the power from within, pushing limits and conquering every training session to ignite our minds and give our muscles the fuel they need. Powerade Advanced Iron 4 formula with its flavors, Mountain Blast, Fruit Punch, and Jagged Ice gives you fast hydration after sweating because of its 4 electrolytes to go the extra mile. Powerade, feel the power.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
Raise it high up the ladder.
Scholar, me and a man talking there. The man tell me he have a boom box that give him real stress and he know what to do. So I asked the man, I said, why that boom box? The man started to laugh at me and the man go to tell me, but you had Scholar and them on week culture every Friday night and you know it's a boom box. He said, man, give me a chance, I ain't talking to you again, man. So I don't know what the man talking about. You know it's a boom box, boy? So Godfrey, you don't know what is a boom box? You asking me if I know what is a boom box? Of course I know what is a boom box. Godfrey has to stop that. Well, if you don't know what is a boom box, then you don't know what is a Remy. Anyway, you see this Friday on We Culture, I will tell you what is a boom box and what is a Remy.
Pretty soon we head back live via Hot 98. And we are live via GBN TV. Good morning to those of you viewing via GBN TV, whether it's channel 7, 11, or 20. Good morning. It's Friday. It's the 8th day of April. Yeah, it's Good Morning Grenada. I'm GT with you folks. Yeah, I'm going to be around till it's 9 a.m. this morning. We have Gary over there via Hot 98. Should be making that link with him shortly. Good morning to our, of course, viewers via Facebook. Don't forget to share the live. Those of you via YouTube, good morning. Those of you on those social media platforms, have yourself a lovely, lovely day today. A little bit of trouble in the morning here on Good Morning Grenada. Yeah. So we got the results coming up for you with the for the riddle. Yeah, we got those results coming up for you, and so much more this morning. Stick and stay, folks. Stick and stay. Let me say good morning to Gary. Gary, good morning. You're back with me, my brother. What's up with you?
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm in living color, brother.
I don't know. Like you're hiding this morning, man. I'm not seeing you anymore. What's up with you? I'm not seeing you, man. Yeah, you hiding.
Oh, my camera.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
You know the folks by TV want to see your face. Yeah, they want to see your face. They want to see your face.
That's what's up. I ain't that bad looking.
You can see, man. Speak for yourself.
You don't have to answer that question.
Speak for yourself, man. Anyway, hey, we're ready for the answer for the riddle this morning, and let's give that. Then we come back with all the other information we got to throw this morning. Let's see who's our lucky winner this morning. Let's just get that out of the way first and foremost this morning. Yeah, let's get that out of the way. Let's see who. Lots of folks have chimed in. Lots of folks have chimed in on the riddle this morning, and let's see who we had first this morning. Let's see what this youngster actually said. This was actually an individual that sent in the very first answer this morning. I hope they are correct. Let's take a listen up to this one. Where's my
Good morning, my name is Bethany Kutain, and the answer is I am 22, as in 22 as well. As he too.
All right. We're gonna stick a pin on that one. She's not wrong in it.
No, she's not wrong. She's not wrong.
Let's keep going.
So she was actually the first to send in her answer. We were asking, a lot of folks have sent in the answer written. We were asking for actually voice notes so that we could actually
voice
play.
Notes, man. We want to get that interactive
So,
session.
I'm not going to be reading the written ones this morning. All right, so let's take this one.
Good morning. The answer is they're both the same age. They're both 20.
All right.
That's
the second one?
That's the second one. Let me see if there's any more. All the rest, our apology, were written answers, so we weren't able to accommodate them this morning. We're not reading the written answers. You understand? But those two actually sent in voice notes, and everybody else, they could have been correct, but they actually sent in the answer written. We wanted voice notes. Yeah, we want to hear the voice so everybody could actually hear it. We want to hear the voice. So I think those two pictures were sent over to Master Control, so they could be paraded on the screen. So they are our two winners this morning. The first one, and she's on TV there right now, the little youngster there. And our second, of course, winner this morning also. That one's going to win that individual's going to win herself, of course, diapers.
Second one, right?
Yeah, the second one going to win herself.
Pack of diapers.
Pack it up. You still get enough
pampers. Like rub off on you from yesterday, boy. Yesterday it was you, no today.
Yeah, I know. It happens, bro. It happens.
Habits die hard, right?
You know.
Old habits die hard.
All right, but we did send two over to Master Control, but for some reason the other, of course, he only probably probably only got one, but I did send two. I'm looking at two sent to him. But anyway, that's right. Let's move on anyway. Let's move on. Gary, get set for King of the Grill. King of the Grill. Man, I can't wait for that event to pop up June the 4th.
I bet you can't wait, GT.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm going to have myself some barbecue, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was trying to avoid saying it that much on radio, but anyway, get set for King of the Grill. Coming up, folks, Monroe's playing field. The date, once again, June 4th, 2022. It's going to be an awesome affair. Come on down and, hey, I could stand the heat, I could take the heat, Gary. I'm going to be standing in front of the grill waiting to, probably sample everybody. You understand? Yeah. Well, except for the pork part of it, but a lot of pork eater. So the chicken, the fish, whatever else they're going to be putting out there, I'll be diving in. And hope they have something on the grill that you will be able to absorb,
Well, hey, I hope you got something for the non-meat eaters, but if not, I'll be there hanging, chilling, relaxing, and just enjoying the atmosphere and the environment.
All right. Hey, don't forget, if you want to register, you can always call 440-3033 or send an email to sales@gbn.gd to reserve your spot today. All right?
Today?
Yep. So they're calling all grillers, chefs, and backyard cooks. Yeah, get registered for the biggest cook-off in Grenada. That's gonna be grand in 2022. Well, you see, we haven't had the option to do it for the last couple of years. Everybody's gonna be coming out and get that and be part of that this year.
One of our staple events on the calendar. Yeah, it's great to have it back. So see you guys on June the 4th, right?
Yeah, June 4th. 2022 Monrouge Plain Field is the Maggie King of the Grill, man. Yep. Gary, did you get a chance to view, the games yesterday at the Kirani James National Stadium? Did you get a chance to go?
In fact, we got a clip lined up, and we got a few because this morning is all about intercall.
Yeah, it's going to be dominating this morning.
It's all about intercall this morning. The girls senior won by 4. What's your favorite event in intercall?
I like the 100. The 100.
Like the 100?
Yeah, the 100.
Okay, you are short distance.
Yeah, the short distance
kind of guy.
Yeah, I like to see folks, sprint off. I like that. All
right. Well, the girls senior won by 400 meter. Let's check that out. Let's relive some of the excitement and thrill of yesterday's intercall hosting.
All right,
let's get it.
Let's get that up and running this morning. Let's see how that rolls out. So, as soon as Master Joel pop that up, we're gonna, of course, take a view of that when the dew comes around this morning. Let's see what's up with it this morning when it's ready for us.
Numbers, you have your eyes fastened to the television. We're getting ready for the next event on the track. It's the girls 4x100 meet. That's the senior girls, the fastest young women at secondary school level. St. John's Christian Secondary out of 1, Convent St. George in 2, Boca Secondary, Anglican High, St. David's Catholic, Sass in 6, Hillsborough Secondary, J.W. Fletcher, and let's you call it as you see it.
There they go. St. David's Catholic Secondary making the stagger up on Sass already. Anglican High School is even good chase. So too is the athlete from the St. Joseph Convent St. George. Happy Secondary fumbling the batter. Here comes Convent. Here comes Anglican High School. What an event. She already won the senior girls 100 meters and 200 meters. And hand over now. She establishes a good lead for her teammate here. Anglican High School looking very good. St. David's Catholic Secondary will have to make a very strong comeback here. And there she goes. Anglican High School fumbling the baton. But it's not going to be catching her now. Anglican High School is going to win this one. Good run here by, I think that's Dominic for St. David's Catholic Secondary, but she has too much grounds to cover here. Is unable to win, and Anglican High School wins the 4x100 meters for senior girls. St. David's Catholic Secondary in second.
Whoa.
Wow. What a race that was.
That was a race. That was a race.
The relay, the last relay of the day is and has always been my favorite event, because usually it's that race that decides who wins.
That's so true.
In most cases, it's that relay, that 4x400 relay, or the 4x100. Either or both decide who wins. All right, so all you folks viewing us, all you folks listening to us, let us know how Intercall was, whether you viewed it on GBN or you were there at the stadium. Let's hear from you.
Yeah.
Was it something that you thought was well put together? I know it went a little bit beyond the time that they had initially planned, and that might have got some of you a little bit angsty because you probably wanted to go home.
Yeah.
Parents probably wanted their kids home at a certain time, but we want to hear from you. GT, what's your thoughts?
Well, I was listening to the forecast this morning, and we get a better day today than we had yesterday. You understand? Imagine that. I was actually yesterday reviewing it on TV. I was saying something, well, the last couple of days was so hot. You understand? The sun was blazing out there. We have intercall today, down that day yesterday, and we start having those intermittent showers from time to time. But it didn't hiccup anything that much. It slowed of course, the games down a little bit from time to time, but all in all, it was a good one. So we asking folks, you could give us a call. I see a caller popping in there. What's their take on the games yesterday? Pretty decent turnout too, Gary, I would say, especially from the students' point of view. Pretty decent turnout, man. Good morning, caller.
Was really happy to see the turnout.
Listen, good morning.
Good morning.
I was not at the stadium yesterday, but listening to the radio, and I could only assume that the games were what it ought to be. But I have a very serious comment. There was an irregularity which I mean, nobody at all, nobody from GBN or nobody else could have, corrected that. Now, while athletes are under starters orders, noise. This thing is that you don't find that in the Olympics in so much that one athlete was left on his mark because of the noise. Medals were given out. Again, you had music play. Nobody could hear who it is and what the event was. And as a result of that, this is unbecoming. And not only Grenadians in Grenada listening to the intercall, but outside of Grenada. And to me, this is all nonsense. You don't even find this thing, as I mentioned a while ago, in the Olympics. Why should such go on? And there's one particular individual. Every intercall, he comes in there, picks up the mic, and makes so many mistakes. This is unheard of, and I think that guy should be checked. Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
All right, caller. Well,
my only drawback, my only criticism. Let me just first of all sandwich this by saying I thought the event was really well put together.
Yep.
All right, and it moved smoothly, save and except maybe room for some errors and some unforeseen circumstances. Hence the reason why it ended so late. But some of the athletes' falls started, and they were disqualified from the very first false start. And I know that is the international
rules per se.
And they have to train themselves to respect and to go by the rules where, of course, false start is concerned. If they scratch, then they're out. That's the international rules. But they should have made special consideration, given that this intercall is not even going on the records book. You know what I mean?
All right.
If you are not going to acknowledge records or timing because of the 2 days put together, then I thought they should have
a little bit of leniency in between.
A little bit. 2 years, 3 years, these athletes haven't competed, and you're going to disqualify them on one false start. Nah, that hurt me, boy.
And some of them, and I also heard Gary, some of the coaches saying, there was a little time to do a lot of training. You understand? There was a little time in terms of preparation. Someone had a month, someone maybe had 2 months in terms of after knowing they're actually going to be intercall. So there were not much time for preparation. But as I said, maybe just a little bit of leniency could have been offered. You understand? Maybe 2. Like you said,
I really felt it. I really felt it for some of the athletes, man. Come on. They've been waiting for this, and now they are.
And
anyhow,
it is what
we've got the Celebration Club.
Yeah, we got Celebration Club coming up. We'll take that. We're coming back, and we're going to chit-chat more about Intercall this morning here on Good Morning Grenada.
Definitely.
Let's get set for the Celebration Club. Let me say good morning to those of you who are celebrating your birthday today. Good morning and happy birthday to you. Let me get my background music up just a little bit. Let me pop that list up this morning. Let me see who is topping it off this morning. Who is Topping it off, let me say good morning to Avanel Joseph of Pearls. Good morning to Avanel. How are you? Happy birthday. Greetings going on to her this morning from her Aunt Dale, her grandmom, and all the other members of the family. Don't forget her brother Adrian. I got to get his name in there. Good morning to you and happy birthday. Hey, Melinda Buka. How you doing this morning of Moya? How you doing? Happy birthday. Greetings going on to her this morning from her mom, Marine. Let me say good morning to Junior Peer of Pearls in St. Andrew. Good morning. Happy birthday. Christelle Paulette of Grand Bras. Good morning. How are you? Happy birthday. Let me say good morning to Dekel Mitchell. Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness going out to him this morning from his mom, Cecilia. Let's say good morning and happy birthday going out to Lydia Francois of Carrier in St. Andrew. Good morning to you, Lydia. Gemma Judy Peer of Upper Capital. Good morning and happy birthday also from her daughters and granddaughters. They wish you a happy birthday. Clary Clark, Mommy Clary of Salisbury Road, Grenville. Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness going out to her this morning from her children and her grandchildren. They all wishing her a happy birthday. Alistair Phillip of also known as Sand Okanda of Birch Grove. Good morning, sir. Happy birthday from his wife and the children. Stephen Baker out there in the UK. Good morning to you, sir. Happy birthday. Goodness good out to him this morning from his mom. That's Marie Clary Baker. That's Maria Clary Baker here in Grenada. Wishing him a happy birthday. Leonard Fletcher of Progress Park. Good morning. Happy birthday. Vilma James of Monterich. Good morning to you also. Happy birthday. What about Adrian Simon of Grand Bras? Also celebrating his birthday today. Good morning and happy birthday. He actually resides in the UK. Good morning to Anastasia Lalit of Pearls. Good morning. Let's say good morning to Tisha Richards. She actually resides in Canada. Good morning. Ariel Frank of Concord in St. John. Good morning and happy birthday from your dad Leroy, your mom Lucy. Don't forget your grandmom also. That's Heavyweight. Wishing you a happy birthday. All right. Let's say good morning to JD Philip Sylvester of Queen Street, Victoria. 20 years old. Is it? My bad. 12 years old. 12 years old. 12 years old today. Good morning to her. Happy birthday. Let me say good morning to Danny Roberts of Laborie. Good morning to you, Danny. Happy birthday from your mom, Dorothy. Say good morning to Christina Salfali, who's in Tennessee in the U.S. Good morning to her and happy birthday from Pastor Carlton. Wishing her a happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Jamelia Francis of Coast Guard. Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness good out to her this morning from her mother. Let's say good morning to Alicia Fletcher James of Grenville. Good morning and happy birthday. Evelyn Bartholomew of Tivoli. Good morning. Sandra Julian of Woodford in St. John. Good morning to her also. Noy Nixon. He's of Coast Guard. He actually resides in the Coast Guard here in St. Mark. Good morning and happy birthday from a special friend. That's Vina. Tamika Dabrio of Florida in St. John. Good morning. Actually, she resides in the USA. Good morning and happy birthday from her father. That's Lewiston. And her mom, Sandra. Brothers, grandmom, everybody's popping in. Say good morning to Beverly Cambridge of Vendom. Good morning and happy birthday to you. What about Diana Ross of Bolio? Good morning and happy birthday also. Let's say good morning to Dion Abraham of Moncton. Good morning to her from her mom, Veronica. What about RJ Coutain of Appoitut? 7 years old today. Good morning, RJ. Happy birthday. Have a senior citizen on my list this morning. That's Henry Thomas, also known as Mr. Tattoo. He's 96 years old today. Good morning to you, sir, and happy birthday from his children, his grandchildren, his great-grandchildren. Wishing him a happy birthday. Imran Williams of Paraclete actually resides in the Crochet area. Good morning and happy birthday. Sharon Thomas of Pearls. Good morning, happy birthday. Nivea Williams of Latanton St. David's. Nivea is actually 15 years old today. Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness good out from her parents, her grandmom Paula. Sending out lots of love to her this morning. Pet St. Clair of Hermitage. Good morning to you, Pet. That's the name. Like the name. Good morning to you. Happy birthday. From her children, all wishing her a happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Arua Mitchell of River Road. Good morning. 1 year old today. Good morning and happy birthday from your mom. That's Elena and all the other members of the family. Wishing you a great day today. And finally on this list, I should have another list coming around. I will pop some names in also. I have a wedding anniversary on this list. This couple is celebrating their 21st wedding anniversary. That's Kenny and Glenna Anderson of Telescope. 21 years of marital bliss. Congratulations on your anniversary today. Certainly hope you're having an enjoyable day thus far. Let me say good morning and happy birthday going out to, of course, that's Davis Farmers of Monksili in St. Andrew. Good morning and happy birthday. That's just popping into my second list there just a wee bit. Just I got about 2 or 3 on that. Let me say good morning and happy birthday. Greetings going out also. Should I say happy, let me see, who's that? Who's this one? Probably going to get this bit of information in shortly. And where's my name that I have to pop in? This one came in really, really early. Let me say good morning. Okay. Birthday greetings going out to AJ Santa Claus. Good morning. He's celebrating his birthday today. Good morning and happy birthday to you. That's it for the list this morning. I'm every time I go to wrap up, someone else pops in. Let me do this final two and wrap this up this morning. Dorothy Purcell off River Road. Good morning. How you doing? Happy birthday. Goodness going out to her this morning from her children, her grandchildren. Not forgetting her sister. That's Miss P. Wishing her a happy birthday today. That's it for the list this morning. I want to wish all who are celebrating today a happy birthday. Anyone pops in, I'll take care of it during a little after we wrap the show up this morning. So that's it for the birthday list this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. I want to wish all the birthday celebrants a happy birthday. And the lone couple on the list this morning actually celebrated their anniversary. I want to wish them a happy anniversary also. That's it for the list this morning. We're getting set to take a short break. We do come back from the break this morning. We certainly will get into more information pertaining to the Integral Games and all the other bits and pieces we do at the trot for you this morning. Stick and stay with us here on Good Morning Grenada. Hey, don't you dare touch your dial. We come in right back here on Good Morning Grenada.
75. Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
The Rotary Clubs in Grenada introduce the Good Neighbor Initiative, a program designed to assist individuals and families who require short-term assistance with electricity bill payment and the cost associated with rewiring of homes due to fires and natural disasters. If you or someone you know is in need of help, please visit our website at www.goodneighborinitiative.org. The Good Neighbor Initiative, helping individuals and families with short-term electricity bill payments and electrical wiring, one neighbor at a time.
Raise it high up the ladder.
Scholar, me and a man talking there. The man tell me he have a boom box that give him real stress and he know what to do. So I asked the man, I said, why that boom box? The man started laugh at me and the man go to tell me, boy, you and Scholar and them on week culture every Friday night and you know it's a boom box. He said, man, give me a chance, I ain't talking to you again, man. So I don't know what the man talking about. You know it's a boom box, boy?
So God, you don't know what is a boom box? You asking me if I know what is a boom box? Of course I know what is a boom box. God, you have to stop that. Well, if you don't know what is a boom box, then you don't know what is a Remy. Anyway, you see this Friday on We Culture, I will tell you what is a boom box and what is a Remy.
But I've been getting a whole lot of WhatsApp messages coming in, folks showing the love and appreciation for the game. They want to say congratulations to the athletes. There's someone popping a message. Let me read it out for you, man. Congratulations to the athletes, the coaches of Boca Secondary. That's my alma mater. I actually attended Boca Secondary, right? We talking about back in the day.
Good school.
Yeah, back in the day, man. I'm talking back in the day. And
good school.
Very impressive performance yesterday from the school, and they want to take the time out to say also congratulations to that particular individual probably attended the GBSS, so they want to say congratulations to their alma mater at GBSS and the coaches as well. Great performance. I also have another message coming in there. Someone showing there, of course, this individual is saying the games were well organized, except for the very late finish. I guess some folks will be.
That's why I asked the question. I know some of you all might have been a little bit tired, want to go home, and then you might have been concerned about the kids.
But I don't think the youngsters
way home at such a late time.
But I don't find the youngsters wanted to go home. They were on those bleachers. They didn't want to go home.
Most of them can't stay out long and under normal circumstances.
But they had an opportunity to. You understand? So they're saying, except for the late finish, the competition was fantastic. And for those, of course, of us taking it, of course, who were taking it in from home, the broadcast and comedy was a little bit disappointing. They're saying for the commentary, they were a little bit disappointed on the commentary from some part or the other. During the medal presentation, the music was much louder than the announcer, and that's
the same thing the caller was saying.
What the caller was saying, and then this individual is also saying that. But they all in all, they want to say congratulations to the winners, all participated, and the organizers. They want to say congratulations there. I do also have another before we move on. And this individual is saying for the first time in 40 years, she said she never attended. She didn't go to the stadium, in 40 years, and it was the best intercall ever. Well, this one is having high praise for it, and she was happy for, of course, her school, Wonder Girls. I'm assuming she attended the school that Wonder Girls, and to her son, who was school, that's GBS. They also won. And hats off to that's St. Rose Modern Secondary and Boca. Yeah, and
even Hillsborough.
Yeah,
listen, man.
But did you have the final results for all the? Did you have the final results for all the games, Gary?
I'm going to pull that up in a while.
I think I do have it here. If you want me, I could roll through it quickly. Yeah. For the females team, we have the St. David's Catholic Secondary. They of course the top points, 318 points. They were followed by the Anglican High with 219 points. And St. Joseph Convent, St. George, third place with 107 points. They were followed by the St. Andrew Anglican Secondary. We're talking in the girls, 106. Boca Secondary taking up the fifth position, my apology, and with 79 points. They were followed by Happy Hill Secondary with one that was 56 points. And we have for you Bishop's College. They had 32 points. They were also followed by the St. John's Christian Secondary. Hey, folks, forgive me, I'm reading off of my phone. And they had 32 points. We had J.W. Fletcher in scoring just around 10 points. They were in position number 10. 12 was Wesley College. To 11, my apology, was Wesley College, where they had 7 points. And taking up the rear was... both tying for the 12th position was Wester Hall Secondary and the Mount Rose Modern Secondary. For the female, both had 5 points. Let's go to the male team. Grenada Boys Secondary School topped it off with 239 points. We had for you Presentation Brothers College, second position with 204.5 points. The St. David's Catholic Secondary, 159 points. They were in third position, followed by Boca Secondary in the fourth position. Boca had 94 points. They tied together with in the fourth position. They were the St. Andrew Anglican Secondary. Now Hillsborough Secondary, they scored 83.5 points. So they were in the sixth position. Seventh position was the Mount Rose Secondary, scoring 62 points, followed by Happy Hill in the eighth position. Happy Hill had 42 points. Happy Hill was followed by the St. John's Christian Secondary in ninth position with 27 points. Bishop College in the 10th position, and they had 26 points. And there we have for you G.W. Fletcher, Wester Hall Secondary, and Wesley College bringing up the rear there in the point standing. Wesley College just having 3 points for the boys. All right, so that's the results there, Gary. And congratulations to the teams. Once again, GBSS are topping it off, followed by PBC and the boys, and St. David's Catholic Secondary coming third, FOCA fourth. So those are results there for you, and we did give the girls in the first segment there for you. So all the best to all the teams who performing yesterday. Gary, where we up next in terms of information pertaining to the games? Because the show this month is going to be certainly dominated by the races and more here.
But let's see if we can relive the boys junior 200-meter race. Yeah, that was a nice one.
That was another great race. That was another great boys.
Let's check it out. The boys under 20 200-meter junior race. A time of 22.80 was clocked.
Wow.
All right, let's check it out if Master Control is ready. Let's relive the moments of yesterday.
All right.
Ethan Sam, Aidan McIntosh, Tyreek McSween. Very close times from the preliminaries. Ethan Sam with the advantage coming into this finals. Hush over the stadium as they're up and running now. Let's see who emerges first out of the turn. A good race indeed, but GBSS with McSween looking good here. He's catching up with Ethan Sam. Does he have the endurance to go harder? But there they go. Aidan McIntosh. Here comes Ethan Sam from the middle of them. Ethan Sam is pulling away. Aidan McIntosh giving good chase. Aidan for second, but Ethan Sam in the lead. Tyreek McSween is running back. Ethan Sam for the win here now. Tyreek McSween second and McIntosh in third. A close one, just as we anticipated.
Definitely so. He ran well on the curve and, again, balancing well. And
yeah, Gary, all the races was interesting. I have someone.
I told you all about Ethan Sam yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Told you all.
You did mention him yesterday also.
Yeah,
you mean your neighbor?
I told all you to look out for him.
You should bring
and imagine these athletes had to run 2 and 3 races in one day. Imagine what could have been accomplished if they had a day to rest and come fresh on the other day.
I know. We have, of course, a viewer, a listener chiming in the WhatsApp this morning, and of course, he's preluding to our previous statement incident we were talking about, where he's saying whether it was international rules or not. He's saying that the games are held at home, so the rules could be modified. You understand? I take that. I understand that point. So we always have to do everything everybody else is doing. We could have modified just for this particular situation. You understand? We could have it could have been modified, and that's understandable there. So we got more races to throw this morning, folks. We're gonna, of course, dominate the show a whole lot with the races, and we do have other stuff to talk about. But we're gonna take a peek at another race. What about the senior girls 1x400, Gary? That was another interesting race. Yesterday.
The senior girls.
Yeah. 1x400.
1x400. Yeah, that was a good race.
That was actually a very good race. That was a pretty good race. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I don't think I have that one.
You don't think I have
included?
Yeah.
I have.
It's there. It's actually there.
I actually have the senior girls. 1x400.
Yeah. Let's.
We had not played that. I thought we played that one already.
I don't think we did.
That was the first one we played.
We did?
Yeah, that was the first one we played.
All right, well, maybe my bad. Maybe I missed that one day for a bit. Maybe I missed that one. Maybe we could try the senior boys 400 meter there, the 400 meters there. Let me try that one. The senior boys 400 meters. Let's try that one. And
let's try that one.
Take a look.
What a race that was too.
Yeah, that was also
50.45 was the time clocked for that race. And we reliving the moments of Intercall 2022, man.
All right.
The big league it is now, the 4x100 meters.
Well, what a climax that is, and what excitement we've had for the entire day. They're up and running, the 4x100 meters senior boys, the final event on the day. And St. David's Catholic Secondary making up the stagger nicely up on SAS here. Who is it going to be? The first handover. St. David's Catholic Secondary fumbling out somewhat. Happy the secondaries in contention. Here comes GBS. Here comes presentation for the Scarlet. What a run by PBC. PBC looking good with Telemark. There goes PBC in the lead now. Challenged by Sam of GBSS. There goes PBC. What a run back by GBSS. It's going to be a battle for the finish. PBC and GBSS. It looks like McIntosh of PBC. Are they going to catch him? No, they won't be able to catch him. What a run indeed by PBC. And they exciting for she calls them on PBC 1, GBSS 2, William Dawson, Davis Catholic Secondary in 3. What a run, changing the lead several times.
See the excitement in the crowd there also. That was a race.
Remember, we continue to invite you to give us a call and let us know what's your take on Intercall yesterday. What were some of the high moments, low moments, disappointing moments? We'd love to hear from you this morning because we're all about reliving yesterday's Intercall, and I think it's justified because we've been without Intercall for like 3 years.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. And having it yesterday, I think a lot of folks are happy about it. I don't think, besides the little hiccups and whatever individuals have spoken about thus far from the morning, from the WhatsApp messages and the phone call that we received, there's still a lot of high praises for the games. You understand? There are a lot of high praises for them. Folks were just happy to be able to, or we say just able to have Intercall again in 2022. And I know for sure, and we pray that nothing happens that we have to cancel for 2023. But it's going to be great. It's going to be great in 2023, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Yeah, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
this is where we are.
Yeah, that's where we are this morning. Well, it's not a talk about Intercall this morning, Gary. It certainly dominated our segment this morning. We're moving up to 20 minutes before the top of the hour this morning here. And we have someone chiming in via the WhatsApp and saying, congratulations to the sponsor, Republic Bank. You understand, for popping in as they did over the years. Previously was Scotia, but now they're popping in, Republic taking over. They're popping in and of course, sponsoring the games this year. And great. Another love for them being able to sponsor the game this year once again. Seemed like they didn't even hesitate in terms of the sponsorship this year, Gary.
Yeah, kudos, man. They have come up to the plate, when it mattered and when it was needed the most. An example for all corporate entities out there, to chip in and help develop, of course, the different sectors, the different areas, sports, and all different areas of sports, not just track and field. We're talking about boxing, we're talking about all the different areas under the umbrella of sports.
All right, man. So we're moving on just about 17 minutes moving up. Time is on us. It's just not on our side this morning. 17 minutes moving up.
We should have Checkley chipping in this morning, not to show where he's at this morning.
I haven't seen him pop up as yet though, but we should be checking with him soon
this morning.
Yeah, we're able to have a little bit of a traffic cam. Gary, there was of course a confirmation taking place in the U.S. yesterday. We see the first black woman being appointed to the Supreme Court in the U.S. And
there was jubilation.
Yeah.
Jubilation. There was applause, cheers, excitement inside of the Supreme Court. The first black woman to hold that position. History was made yesterday. Remember that date, of course, April 7th, 2022 is the day when, of course, the first black woman. We got a video of that. Let's take a look at it. But, GT, I've been feeling this wind of change for some year now. About a year now.
About a year.
That there is a wind of change that is coming in the favor of black people, especially in America. Slowly but surely, it's coming.
Yeah.
Where, of course, they are treated the way they should have been for decades, for centuries.
Well,
all right. So let's take a look at the clip.
Let's take a look at that. It's Good Morning Grenada here on the K105 Hot 98 GBN TV as we await that clip to be popped up there from Master Control. We certainly going to take a peek of that. I've not seen the clip popping in as yet, Gary. I'm not sure if there's a little bit of an issue in terms of playing it this morning, so we move on. Still haven't seen Junior pop in as yet, and Gary, I paid a keen interest in of course, in the first black woman being of course appointed to the Supreme Court, and we saw there was a little bit of issue in terms of the Republicans and the of course Democrats, and they're saying they have never seen someone being grilled so much in order to get an appointment, man. You understand? Never seen someone being grilled.
But of
that
course,
much.
you know.
But it was expected. It was
You gotta
expected.
work twice as hard to get to that stage, you know.
Yeah, and you know, one of the Republicans who actually voted for her to be appointed, saying, you know, it was how can I describe it? She's saying, you know, it was a. How she could have put it? How did she put it again? I'm trying to remember how she actually described her taking that up to vote for her. You know, she said it was like political suicide for her doing that. You know, one of the it was a female per se, and she's one of the 3 Republicans that voted. You know, and she was saying that was you know, a bit of a political suicide there for her, going out and voting there. So. It's understandable. You know, sometimes there are things you just can't do because you belong to a political organization. You just can't do. But she decided, you know, follow her heart, I would assume, and made that decision.
I think Master Control is ready first.
Well, I don't.
It is the latest U.S. escalation against Russia in lockstep with EU and G7.
Russia on the TV or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on with that this morning. Still no checklist popping in as yet for some reason, you know. Anyway, I'm seeing we kind of going back and forth this morning, but there's a WhatsApp message popping in this morning where, you know, one individual is saying, I have a problem with the officials when they were about to start the race. They should ask everyone in the stadium to be absolutely quiet. You understand? Because the noise.
Is that
even possible? I'm saying, is that even possible? You understand?
Is that even possible?
You know, probably
I suppose some level of silence could have been achieved, but not total silence. So I suppose they got a point.
They have a point, but you know. Being the excitements and the jubilance of folks who came to watch the games, I think controlling that at that point in time would have been a little bit impossible. You understand? Able to control the noise and stuff would have been impossible.
What was the last race we looked at, buddy?
We looked at the 4x what was it again? The last one we actually looked at was the senior boys 4x100. Yeah,
4x100.
Yeah, the 400 meters by 1. Really, we actually looked at that, and. Was it but did we actually look at the senior boys 400? We looked at that, but I think we looked at we actually saw the relay being played instead of the 4x100 meters. We saw a relay playing.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could take a look at the senior boys 400 meter.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that. We relive in the moments of yesterday's intercall.
This is the 400 meter dash senior boys. And so we have quite a few athletes here who are trying to stamp their authority for the 400 meter senior boys here at Intercall 2022. Out front is the athlete from the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School, followed by the athlete from the St. David's Catholic Secondary School, Elisha Williams, who has won a gold before. So we expect Elisha to be doing well, and he's striding round the bend. Coming into the home straight, Elisha Williams from St. David's Catholic Secondary School. He's going to stride away. The athlete from the Grenada Boys Secondary School is also giving it his all. It's Elisha Williams. He's going to run away with the 400 meters for the senior boys 400 Intercall 2022, followed by GBSS.
All right, there. So another exciting race, you know. Gary, the comments are coming in still pertaining to that. You know, one individual is saying it was the horns more they were concerned about than the actual noise, the folks who were blowing the horns and stuff. And one another individual is also chiming in saying, you know, they were concerned about the issue of the where the official actually did. Probably I didn't hear it, but they probably heard it, that the official did actually ask them to be quiet, you know, and that is usually done, you know, but sometimes folks just don't pay the attention to it. And one individual is saying
the horns were out in numbers.
Yeah, man. You know, someone is saying,
I don't think I've seen and heard so many horns during the call in the past.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of horns before, but somehow maybe maybe we forget about it because amplified. You know, because of the years we didn't have it. But they're saying the discipline was a little bit below par this year. You understand, in terms of folks who are attending, the youngsters attending, the discipline part of it may have to play. It just was a little ill-discipline there that caused to go out of proportion there just a little bit. We could see that.
Well, hey, something to learn from the next time around. You know what surprised me about what I didn't know, I should say? McDonald College didn't take part a few schools didn't take part. I think Grenville Secondary didn't take part. And I was wondering, how come Grenville Secondary having their annual sports meet a day before Intercall? So that explains.
And didn't participate.
Yeah.
I saw some races where they're just like two individuals in it and stuff like that. Right?
Yeah.
You understand?
So it was rather interesting because this year's Intercall was not so much an event as, let's say, the last few years, all right? But it was mainly used as a warm-up, a testing ground to see where we are for the next year.
All right.
And because of the 2 days condensed into one, they could not have honor any sort of timing, records, or the case may be. That was of no significance. You know what I'm saying? All right?
Well,
so we eagerly waiting for Intercall 2023.
Well,
yeah, man.
Whatever issues that happened this year, I'm assuming it will be fixed for 2023. You understand?
Yeah.
You know, we go fix it. You know, we were expecting hiccups. Not everything gets to roll out smoothly as we would like it to every single time. You understand? There will be hiccups. We all human beings and we all fall short from time to time for some reason.
Tell you what we could do, GT. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to do the tune for tune.
Yep.
All right?
I recommend that.
Get into rapping.
I don't have a tune lineup to hit you off this morning with yet, you know. But let me take that break, and when we come back, I'll see what I have, what I could quickly pull up this morning. Let's take that break.
That's not how you cross the pedestrian crossing.
Really? One day I just woke up and I saw pedestrian crosswalks on the road. No one really showed me how to use them properly.
Well, this is how it's done. You never cross before doing these things. They might save your life. First, when you get to the crosswalk, you stop. You look left, you look right. If there's a vehicle coming, you put your hand out, making eye contact with the driver, indicating that you want to cross. And only when the vehicle comes to a complete stop, you quickly cross to the other side.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact. Wait for pedestrian to cross to the other side, then you happily continue on your journey. This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
So we're back live here on the GBN TV. We live via, of course, Hot 98 or social media platforms. Good morning to everyone who are tuning in and listening this morning. And those of you viewing also, we're back. Just around 7 minutes left in the show this morning, Gary. And let's see. We get set for the Tune for Tune segment this morning. I think I found something that I could hit off this morning. You know, let's see what I could hit Gary off with this morning. I think I just bounced on a tune this morning. You know, I've been kind of beating you up for the week. You understand? So if you take in front this morning, no problem. You go first, Gary. You go first. Let me see what song number 2 will be like. You go first with your song, your tune this morning.
It's Friday, so I thought I'd do it a little bit different, right?
Go right ahead, man. Go right ahead.
If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break, Shine a little light, give sight to the ones who've lost their way. There's a place for people like you. I've heard that the streets are made of gold, and when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you. If you walk around with your heart on your sleeve, and if you're trying to be the change you wanna see, if you lay down your life for love so someone could be saved, there's a place for people like you. I've heard that the streets are made of gold, and when
Well, like you want to take all the time with that song this morning, but it's all good. 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 Just like 4 minutes or so left before we actually wrap this morning. But yeah, anyway, great song, great song, great song. Let me see if I can find something. You know, I like to keep it Grenadian 100%. You know, when I play my tune for tune segment in the morning. Let me see if I can touch this one.
oh no no no, African lady, listen, you are the one who make my heart sing. Na 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 na, lady, you are the one who make my bells ring. Na 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 na, lady. From the time you came into my life, I know you are the one. Now I want to tell you I love you in my song. African lady, Lord, King man love you, King man love you, King man love you, I man love African lady. King man love you, King man love you, King man love you, I man love. Oh na na na.
3 minutes moving out before the top of the hour this morning, Gary. 3 minutes before we wrap, and let's see who's getting the love this morning in terms of the song. Yeah, let's see. I'm seeing.
Okay, so Ingrid is jumping off and she's saying, Gary, you make Miss Jacob happy this morning. I thought I would steal a sentimental vote from Tanti this morning.
Yeah, Tanti's gonna be
But
happy this morning.
nonetheless, Yulin is also saying number 1, so that's 2 for me. Agnes is saying number 1, so that's 3 for me.
Well, on the WhatsApp, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 for you. Nah, I'm beating this morning. I think probably I should just concede.
7 right there for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You
Sorry,
know.
GT. It seems like I gotta.
Yeah, everybody loved the Morgan Heritage this morning. Well, yeah, no love lost, and you know.
We got Veronica. She says, Gary, this was a great song. I suppose that means a vote for me. Thank you very much, Veronica.
Yep.
Yeah, man. There's a place somewhere for people like all of you. Nice, gentle, loving hearts. Something that more of the world needs. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I know when to concede, and I know when I'm beaten. So
you conceded already?
Yeah.
All right.
I put up a white towel. I put up a white towel a long time, man. Yeah. I put up a white towel a long time. I put up that white towel. So yeah, I'm beaten this morning. But after all, I mean, after devastating you for most of the week already, if you get one this morning, well, it's all good.
No biggie, right?
No biggie of that. No biggie of that. No biggie of that. We're getting set to wrap the show up this morning. Just about a minute left before we say goodbye. And I want to thank all of the folks who tuned in, who viewed, participated some way or the other this morning, whether it's via the WhatsApp, that phone call, or you just listened. Thank you so much. What a great week it was. Join us again.
Once again, congratulations, all you winners. Make sure you leave your names, your number. For those who won the headset, the diaper, Leave your name and number.
I certainly throw those numbers out to you before I leave this morning so those folks could get their prizes. Hey, Gary, until next week, my brother. Have yourself a good day. What's left of it. Have a good weekend. Everyone, I'm gonna try to have a pretty restful weekend. I'll try that. This weekend is one I'm pondering a lot of rest for some reason. It's been a busy week for me. Take it easy, my brother, until we do this again.
Peace, one love, everyone. Thank you guys for viewing. Thank you for listening. And catch you guys around next week. Have an enjoyable weekend.
Coming up at the top of the hour, don't forget BBC News here on the K105, also on the GBN TV. This is where we say goodbye for Good Morning Grenada.